Christmas Eve, my family is Slovak, my side of the family, and we always would have this like wafer. I think it's called oplatki. And we get it from one of the churches and we pass it around the table and we each take a piece of it off and eat it. And you can put honey on it. And so then we all hope that we're together again next year. And I've always loved that, a really neat Slovak tradition.
Growing up for me, it was always going to my grandma's house Christmas Eve and visiting with all the family then. And so that was so much fun. And then, we did our thing Christmas morning. But now my family, even as I've gotten older, has carried on that tradition of Christmas Eve. And everybody opens up their presents. And then Christmas Day, you just have the time to sit around and relax and play. And so I always looked forward to Christmas Eve and hanging out with the family, eating, and getting to open presents. So that was my favorite tradition.
Oh, well, Christmas Eve tradition for me for years has always been having all of the seafood and the pasta dishes, and then Christmas Day opening up presents, opening up the stocking, and then seeing my little one still believes in Santa, so seeing her experience that innocent joy that Santa has come. And then the night before, we also have another tradition. We write a big letter to Santa. We do food for the reindeer and we do food for Santa. And we always bake the night before as well.
Oh, I have so many fun Christmas Eve and Christmas Day traditions, but I have to say Christmas Eve at Nana and Papa's house in Sharpsville is always a blast. One of my favorite things about our tradition is that my grandparents are musicians, so we have an entire spread of just music and fun and people dancing, and they're on the piano and playing the organ and playing the accordion. But Nana's cheesecake is always such a delicious part of the entire evening.
Favorite Christmas Eve or Christmas Day tradition? What is it?
I cannot think of anything right now.
Okay, so mine is Christmas Eve. If I stay up late enough, is we do the big fish dinner, the Italian fish dinner at my house. But it's really ironic because my sister's allergic to shellfish.
Oh.
So the past few years, we've made chicken cakes instead of crab cakes. It's like chicken with Old Bay.
It's good, I like Old Bay.
Whatever works. It's all about the family time and the sacrifices.
I'm hoping your sister's okay.
She's survived every Christmas Eve dinner. Wow. So we do food, but you guys do something else. Christmas, you're putting the Christ in Christmas, right?
We do put the Christ in Christmas. On Christmas Eve, every year, we all go to church together. And actually, one of my favorite parts is our priest, he turns off the lights for Silent Night, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. You can see the lights twinkling on the tree. It's definitely our family's favorite part of the Mass.
I'm included this year. I'm going to church.
Surprise, Mom. Chris is
Surprise,
coming.
Mom. I'm coming.
I love on Christmas Day watching the little ones who still have that wonder about them when it comes to Christmas. I love seeing them open presents. I don't have kids myself, but I have lots of nieces and nephews, and I just love seeing them tearing into the presents and having a great time.
Ever since we were little, my mom would buy the whole family matching pajamas. So that's something that we all look forward to every year. But now my sister is married and everyone's in their 20s, so we're still trying to get our Christmas pajamas, but I think she thinks we're over it, but we're really not.
So we love Christmas Day, presents, having a big meal and everything, but for me, growing up in an Italian-American household, it's definitely the 7 fish. We've got a great spread, got family that comes over, sometimes out-of-town family as well, so it's definitely the 7 fish on Christmas Eve for me.
On Christmas Eve, we have dinner, and then we go to Mass, and then on Christmas Day, we go to the other side of the family and have dinner and have a great time by all.
Christmas Eve is easy. Christmas Eve, coming from an Italian family, that's kind of when we all celebrate Christmas. My mom and her 2 sisters, they kind of rotate who hosts Christmas Eve every year, so we'll do the traditional Italian fish dinner, the cod and the smelts and all that stuff. The pasta sauce with the tuna and olives. It's just, the spread of food is amazing. And then the cookie trays after, of course, the chocolates and all the traditional Italian sweets, the pizzelles, and it's awesome.
Oh, we do cinnamon rolls in the morning, and my wife's family makes a quiche. Can I tell a story real quick? Is that okay? Is that bad? All right. So so this Christmas quiche was my wife's family's tradition for years, and they thought it was some secret recipe. And then one year we saw, and it's on the Bob Evans sausage roll package. not much of a secret. But we do it every year. Every single year we eat that quiche.
Oh my goodness, that's so ironic because we make those grand cinnamon rolls, the Pillsbury ones, and my mom would make them every morning for my sister and I would fight over the middle one because there's no like crust on it. And my sister and I would fight to go downstairs to see who was first to get the middle one, and I would always get it first because I'm an early riser.
The middle ones are the best, right?
It's the best one. It's like a little soggy and like kind of not all the way cooked. It's amazing.